Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I want to bring you this story out of Alabama here, and it's about a shooting. And the reason why I'm bringing you this story is because of not about really what is being told, but what is not being told. So I looked up this story. It was sent by a subscriber, and I read it, and then I watched some of the videos, and I was really confused. I was quite a bit confused. So I will, I think this is a video, or not. It's not a video. So I will read to you this article. This is from Fox News, and it says four shot, including infant, at Alabama church's spring carnival. 4 people, including an infant, were shot Saturday night at an Alabama church spring carnival, officials said. The shooting happened around 9:30 p.m. at the Cathedral of the Cross in Center Point, Alabama, located northeast of Bellingham. Authorities told Fox News none of the shooting victims suffered serious injuries. Around 900 people were at the carnival at the time of the shooting, which began Wednesday and was set to run through Easter Sunday. Alabama.com reports. Okay. A pregnant woman was also hospitalized for minor injuries. Deputies told Fox 6 she was knocked on the ground by people running away from gunfire. This could happen anywhere. This is not just focused on Center Point. There is security at the site. It's just when you have someone that comes into these type of events, there's a potential, unfortunately, of these things happening, Center Point Fire Chief Donnie West said. Officials believe a fight broke out inside the carnival and gunfire followed, AL.com reported. Authorities have so far taken 5 people into custody for questioning. Felicia Stubbs, who was at the carnival with her 4 children when the shooting began, told AL.com, a man knocked down a portion of the fence which allowed people to escape the scene. We were all running, she said. I could have lost my kids and my life. Stubbs told the news outlet she's attended the festival before and there have never been any major problems. I'm trying to see how they got a gun in here. Who shoots on church grounds, she told AL.com. It's so sad. It's ridiculous. Okay, so here's where I'm confused at. You see no picture of the shooter. There's no names of the shooter. Let's look at another one and see if maybe they'll tell us who the shooter is on a different one. If I can find it. Here's one right here. Church members react to Center Point Carnival shooting. Church members from the Cathedral of the Cross are speaking out about shootings that sent several people to the hospital Saturday night at Center Point. Bishop Philip Bright is calling the violence horrible and can't understand why anyone would shoot firearms at a family event carnival in his church parking lot. I'm so grateful that none of these victims have life-threatening injuries. I'm very sorry with God as my witness that they had to experience this. But I'm thankful that they didn't lose their life, Wright said. Choir members Benda Betsy is also upset about the shooting. It is sad and awful when you can't even go to a carnival and enjoy yourself without being hurt, she said. The Jefferson County Sheriff Office reports there were 6 people injured in the shooting, and the youngest victim was a 1-year-old child. But there were no life-threatening injuries. Bishop Wright said he is praying for all the victims and whoever pulled the trigger, but he said this sent this message to the suspect. There is a better life than the life you've chosen. The life you've chosen only leads down. You cannot rise with the type of activities in your life. Wright says he's received a number of phone calls from the Centerpoint community. Many are praying and offering church their support. Authorities have identified the suspect, but he's still at large. Again, they've identified the suspect, but we don't see any pictures of the suspect. We don't have a name for the suspect. So right here, I'm like, okay, well, the suspect definitely is white, because you know that if there was a black suspect, there would be pictures everywhere. I'm trying to get to this other thing right here. Here it is. Let's see if still, see, this is my thing. Whenever there's a black suspect or Hispanic or anyone with brown skin, the first thing you see is a mugshot. That's the first thing. I don't care if they had to go to the kindergarten school and pick and get a picture from way back when the black or brown kid was in timeout in you know, preschool. They will get you a picture and it's going up there. But this is a shooting, a church shooting with 5 people injured, including a baby, and there's no pictures, there's no names. They're not telling you anything about this situation. This is very, very suspect, okay? And this is why I say white supremacy is dangerous for the entire community. It's dangerous for the entire country, because with white supremacy, we have to protect white image. And so it doesn't matter if the white person's a terrorist, we still need to protect their image, because we don't want you to affiliate violence, terrorism with white people. Even though majority of your terrorists, majority of your shooters, majority of your mass murderers are white males. But we don't want you to think that, and we don't want you to believe that, so we hide it. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous for the entire country. And everyone that's not a white supremacist terrorist, this is dangerous for you, okay? Because just like the last video I did with the white supremacist terrorists that broke in to a gun shop and stole 18 guns, they protected him. They're not telling you where, you know, the other 17 guns are. There's so much stuff that white supremacy has to hide in order to maintain their narrative of black is bad, white is good. So I'm just like, honestly, I'm assuming that this person is white. If anybody has more evidence that this person is not white, then please show me, because I've looked up numerous articles and they're not showing the person. And the thing is, we can't even assume that it's because maybe the person's a minor, because it doesn't matter if the person's a minor and they're black, their mug shots going up, period. Always it's going up. But we're hiding stuff so that we can keep that narrative that white is good. Majority of white people are white supremacist terrorists, okay? Majority of these shootings, these terroristic behaviors, when you get to handwriting, you know, 161 page terrorist threat to the president, and because you're white, we don't call it terrorism. We just say it was a manifesto. This is dangerous. This is threatening for everybody across the board. I don't care if you are white, Mexican, Asian. This is dangerous for you. The way society is hiding the crimes of these white supremacist terrorist individuals is dangerous for everybody. because you think that you're safe if you're around certain people, and you're not. You're just not. That's just not the truth of it. Okay, and so if you want to live in this delusion of white people are not dangerous and they are not violent, and so you are somehow more safe when you're around them, you're wrong. The people that should be being targeted for violent gun crimes are between the age of 16 and 40, and they're white males. Okay, so when instead of focusing our attention on the real danger, we are focusing on black people and black kids. You're wasting your time. We're wasting money. We're wasting resources, and we're leaving ourselves very vulnerable. And that's a problem. That should be a problem for everybody, regardless of your race. That should be a problem. Because you have white skin does not mean you should be able to terrorize. Okay, it does not mean you should not be held accountable when you do terrorize. Let's see if this article by Fox News 6 will give us a little more insight.
All right, Megan, thank you. 7:33 now, and now to the latest on that spring carnival in Center Point that ended in gunfire this morning. Police and sheriff's deputies still looking for the shooter. They say they know who he is. They just have to find him. Joining us by phone this morning, Jefferson County Sheriff's Chief Deputy Randy Christian. Hey, Randy, good morning.
Good morning, Janet.
So what is the latest? Any more information on the person you're looking for?
Well, we pretty much searched for him around the clock. He knows we're looking for him, so he's not going to be that easy to find, but I'm confident that in due time we'll bring him to justice, no question about it.
Walk us back to what we believe happened.
The thing about the tone of this person's voice and how nonchalant he sounds, it like really leads me to believe that this individual is a white male. All signs point to that. And if they know who it is, they're saying, I know who it is, but we're not going to give you any information. So you can be sitting next to this person in Denny's trying to have some breakfast, and he can get up and shoot up the restaurant, because we're not going to put any information out there. We're not going to let you know. When you see a police station refusing to give information on the suspect, that tells you something. Okay, and I'm gonna try to play the rest of this video, but as you guys can see, it's buffering. I have a lot of stuff up, and I just tried to delete stuff off of my computer, but whatever, we'll see. If it buffers, I'm just gonna read the article, and we're not gonna watch the video, and then I'll just put the video in the description box, and whoever wants to watch it later can watch it later.
Happened that night?
You know, just an unbelievable, sad incident where you had about 1,000 people, most of them young people out there with their families to join a carnival in the parking lot of a church. Now, it wasn't the church sponsored.
Yeah, so it's
I think the carnival
buffering, so I'm not gonna play it. And I already watched it, and they're not really giving any information. They're just talking about the carnival, and just very vague. And you heard his voice. He's very monotone. He doesn't seem very concerned. He just seems he sounds tired for some reason. Like, he doesn't really sound like he's they're like, oh, you know, we know who he is. He knows we're looking for him. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting, and I really believe that the story and how it's told would be completely different if this guy is black, and I really don't think he is. So it says Birmingham, Alabama, and then just the WBRC. 6 people were shot Saturday night at the carnival, blah, blah, blah. So all of this is just stuff we already read. Yeah, just stuff we already read. They're again, another ad. They're not releasing the person that is responsible for the shooting. They're not saying anything about him or his family or anything like that. And that tells you that this individual is a white male. If he was not a white male, you would hear everything about his family, his aunt, his neighbor down the street, his school, everything. And this is disgusting, because this is what, stuff like this is what puts us in danger. Okay? These authorities and the people that are in charge, they know about these white supremacists, these Dylan Ruths, they know about these people before they go out and shoot up and kill a whole bunch of people. But they don't do anything about it. They hide it, they sweep it under the rug, they want to sit there and act like it's not that big of a deal. They're not putting these people on most wanted lists, and it's really disgusting. And it makes me feel very vulnerable, and we're all vulnerable. Everyone in America is vulnerable to domestic terrorism at such an extreme level, and it happens on almost a daily basis. These shootings happen almost on a daily basis. They're just not reported on, because you have to realize, if they reported on every school shooting by one of these crazy terrorist white men, then you will be so bombarded with videos and pictures depicting the reality of what's going on in America, that your whole entire outlook on what's going on would change. You would realize, oh my goodness, it is white men that are dangerous in America. Those are the people we should be locking up. Those are the people we need to keep an eye on and to criminalize. And those are them. And they cannot have you thinking that. They don't need you to know the truth. They need you to focus your attention on black men and on black violence and Chicago. And it's the same narrative all the time. And then you see when a white man decides that he wants to go shoot up a school or shoot up a carnival, then you get nothing. You get no picture. They don't want you to know who it is. They're just like, I pulled up 4 different articles. They're not releasing the name. They're saying, oh yeah, we know where he is. Yeah, he knows we're looking for him. Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're putting too much effort out there. Because if you're looking for someone, usually they'll put a picture out. If you've seen this individual that just shot up the carnival, call this number. But you don't see any of that. You don't see them requesting any help from anybody, because they're just not telling you who it is, because it's some crazy white kid. So they have to hide his identity at the expense of everybody. And that's the sick and sad thing. It's at your expense. It's at my expense. So something needs to be done about this. This is not okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this story. If anyone knows, the identity of the shooter or anything like that, let me know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong on this one, but I really don't think that I am. So, I'm going to leave the links to all these articles in the description box if you guys want to go back and watch the video later. Also, I want to thank everyone that supported me on the Patreon. Again, most of my videos are definitely getting demonetized. I'm sure this one too will be demonetized. So I really appreciate everyone's support. Please share these videos on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want to share it on. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.